Billy Cunningham, the great American, is the world's greatest escape artist, really going to perform naked magic right here in Cincinnati. Joining me now is that same World Magic Award-winning escape artist, Michael Griffin. And Michael Griffin, welcome to the Bill Cunningham Show. Michael, how are you?
I got to tell you something. I have listened to you for years and years and years, and I am tickled pink, not naked, but tickled pink to be here sharing space with you.
I want to know, is this going to be an absolutely naked performance? Because if you do that, you can't hide anything, but it may make some of the men jealous. What's going to happen?
Well, it depends on the outside ambient temperature. We all know that. But when I say performing naked, I mean I am not going to stoop to the lowly levels of that faker, that guy Chris Angel on television. There will be no camera tricks, no paid stooges. What you see, if I live or die, it's going to be live right there on stage.
Are you channeling Houdini? Because I'm told that Harry Houdini loved coming to Cincinnati. He died on Halloween. Do you feel an affinity to Harry Houdini?
I feel an affinity to all things great in magic. Houdini died on Halloween. Houdini loved Cincinnati. I love Cincinnati. I love Halloween, and I'm there to bring you the best. You know what's weird, Bill? Well, Houdini made 5 motion pictures. His last motion picture dealt with the theme of reincarnation. This is where it gets weird, and you can speak to any Houdini expert. In that movie about reincarnation, there were only 2 dates in that movie. One is his birthday when he's frozen alive, and then 100 years later he gets thawed out. He looks at the newspaper. It's my birthday.
Really?
Go ahead and cue the spooky theme music now.
You're going to be in Cincinnati with Harry Houdini, The Code, Friday, October the 26th, which is this coming Friday, at Grove Banquet Hall on Winton Road in Springfield Township. Talk to me about Harry Houdini, because I've seen the movie with Tony Curtis a few times. Fantastic. Did he die? Why did he die? Did he really die upside down in that water tank?
No, that's the movie, and like you, I love that movie as well. Houdini died from appendicitis. It's a naturally occurring thing that even the great escape artists couldn't get out of. But, you know, that's the legend of Houdini, and like any good movie or any good piece of entertainment, why ruin it with the truth?
Was he under the Detroit River when it was frozen for a while and almost drowned?
No, he was not, but that brings up something cool. I was in Cincinnati many years ago, and I was doing a special underwater escape in early December. Somebody had said Houdini did it under the ice. I said, that never happened. That's all theatrical hocus pocus. And they said, could you allow us to cut a hole in the ice off of the old Mike Fink restaurant, and would you, sir, dare to be locked up and jump in through the ice hole? And I did, Billy, right there underneath Cincinnati. And let me tell you, it was a ghastly green glowing through that ice hole.
Really?
Absolutely.
You jumped in the Ohio River when it was frozen into an ice hole. What happened?
Well, I was down there with handcuffs and leg irons, and I think it was the Cincinnati EMT guys. They were there with propane heaters like you use for the Bengals. And as soon as I hit the water, the current pushed me down into the pylons, and all I remember was getting out of the handcuffs and leg irons, looking up and seeing a beacon of light coming through that ice hole, just a gorgeous, diffused light green. And that's where I pushed against. I pushed against that pillar and shot up through the ice hole, and then I remember the EMT guy reaching down with his big bare hands and pulling me up to safety, and we did it right there in Cincinnati.
Well, you know, you've gotten out of steel airtight burial caskets, heavy wooden packing crates, cement blocks under the ocean, and a challenge from U.S. Postal Service by getting out of their official locked mail bag, leaving everything intact. Talk to me about the mail bag. So how did you get out of that? Tell me what they put you in first.
I think it was a size 1 United States mail pouch. Now, what's really distinctive about these mail pouches is they're big, heavy canvas things, and they secure tight with ropes that go through them that secure with a friction catching device that can accept a padlock to totally safeguard the United States mail, to safeguard all of our private letters. So I arranged for the government to challenge me to try to get out of that. No big deal. But then they said, well, what if we use our lock? I said, please use your lock. And the guy said, well, here's the rub. If you don't get out, do you know it's a federal offense for that key to that lock to leave the grounds of the United States Post Office? He says, if you don't get out of it, we've got to take you all the way downtown to let you out. And I said, you know what? That's the kind of challenge I like, and that's the kind of spirit of entertainment that we're bringing to Cincinnati at the Grove Banquet Hall this Friday at 6:30 p.m. It is a one-of-a-kind show. It is awesome. I ask that people have open minds, because if your mind is open, Billy, I'm going to get in. And before I get into something, I'm going to try to get out of things, too. So bring your best handcuffs.
Well, Michael Griffin, can you tell us what objects or what you're going to come out of tomorrow night, Friday night? Can you tell us?
Friday night, we are debuting a really, really different escape. It was a device that we had heard about in the Vietnam War called the compression chamber. And from what we can gather, it was designed specifically to compress the will of prisoners, to make them shrink, to make them give up all the secrets that they could. The problem is, it didn't work, so they decided to make it even harder. Now they made it too hard, and nobody came out of it alive. Forensics tells us that the people succumbed once they were in the compression chamber within 2 to 3 minutes. That's what I'm going to debut on stage Friday night, October 26th at the Grove Banquet Hall,
which is in Springfield Township. Are there going to be emergency personnel standing by?
Yes, there will be emergency personnel standing by, and also perhaps the world's largest can opener.
So, to get you out alive?
That is correct.
Have you been close to death in your Houdini-like escapes? Have you ever had a moment under the ice or in a cage or underneath something, or you thought, I'm not going to make it?
Yeah, that's actually happened a couple of times. Now, don't take this the wrong way, Billy, because I've been listening to you forever, and I love listening to you. But when I tell you I'm hung, I really was hung. I was hung on the back of a horse. A regulation 13-knot noose was placed around my neck. My hands were then tied behind my back while sitting on the horse. The horse trainer slapped the horse bolted out of there, and I had to get out before I died in front of all those people. And that was an extraordinarily close, just a taste of what death has to offer. And that is the summer I got tall.
All right, we got to run. Escape artist Michael Griffin. And Michael, do you have a website?
I do have a website. Everybody, please visit and communicate with me. It's called WWW. I didn't come up with that part. EscapeGuy.com. ESCAPEGUY. EscapeGuy.com.
Get all the information there. And Michael Griffin, you're a great American. I'm honored to have you on the show, and let's do it again.
Bill, on your show.
Thank you. God bless you, Michael Griffin. Thank you very much. All right, and once again, tomorrow night, Michael Griffin will be at the Grove Banquet Hall on Winton Road tomorrow night starting about 7 o'clock. And for more information, you have the website. And if you want to see a modern-day Houdini, that's the guy to go see. Billy Cunningham, News Radio 700, WLW.